Hello, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make the ripple stitch using crochet stitches. The ripple stitch is a beautiful stitch to use. It really gives a nice effect. You can use it with any weight yarn and with any colour combinations that you like. Really good one for baby blankets as there aren't too many holes in them for babies to get their fingers through, so it's quite a nice pattern to use for that. Hello, my name's Karen Stangram and welcome to Conquer Crochet, the channel for tips, tricks and techniques for conquering your crochet. Everything I talk about in today's video will be linked in the descriptions below. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss a single stitch. So if you're keen to get going with this video, give me a thumbs up and let's do this. For this tutorial, you're going to need your yarn. I'm using Stylecraft Aran. You need a crochet hook. I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, scissors for cutting off your ends, and a needle for sewing in those ends. So I'm going to be showing you how to make the ripple stitch, which works with a dip and then a peak and then another dip into another peak. So we do this by decreasing stitches here and increasing the number of stitches here to fan out the crochet. So let's find out how to do that. So we're going to start off with our slip knot, and to do this we're going to cross over the yarn, pull the tail round the back and weave our hook through that tail to make the slip knot. You can do this in whichever way you prefer to do it, that's just my preferred method. Okay, so to make the wave pattern we need to make our foundation row, and we're doing this in multiples of 12. So I'm going to start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that will give us one wave pattern. I'm going to do 24 altogether. Now you will do this for as long as you want your blanket or your cushion, or if you're just making a sample piece, feel free to just make 24 as well. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So pause the video now until you have your multiples of 12 to the desired length that you want. So now you have your length for your foundation chain. We now need to chain 3 more chains. So 1, 2, 3. And these 3 chains are going to act as a treble. And this is the height of our work that we're going to be working with. We're then going to make a treble crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4 into this 4th chain from the hook. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This will now be our increase. At the beginning and end of every row there will be an increase where you're going to put 2 trebles together in the first or the last stitch. So moving on with the pattern, we now need to put 1 treble in each of the next 3 stitches. So moving into this next stitch here, I'm going to go yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull back through. I have 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2. That's our first of the 3. So then going into the next chain space, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And going into the 3rd treble, so into the next chain, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull your yarn back through that chain, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull back through 2, yarn over, pull back through the next 2. So we now have 2 treble increase with our 3 chain acting as a treble, and 3 separate trebles in 3 separate chains. The next part you're going to do is to make the dip of our crochet, so the bottom part here, and to do that we do a crochet 2 trebles together. How do we do that stitch? Well, we go yarn over into the next chain that hasn't been worked, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull back through 2 of those loops. You should have 2 loops on your hook, leave those where they are. Working into the next chain, going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2. We now have 3 loops on our hook, and we're going to yarn over and pull back through all 3 of those loops, and that's how you make a 2 treble together crochet stitch. So we're going to repeat that in the next 2 chains. So yarn over into the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 2 loops on your hook, keep those there. Yarn over, insert into the next hook, the next chain, yarn over, pull back through. You should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. You now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull back through all 3 of those loops. So that's making the dip. We now need to do 3 more trebles in the next 3 chains, so 1 treble in each of the next 3 chains. So yarn over into the next chain space, yarn over, pull back through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the next chain space, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So that's 2 trebles. You need to make 1 more treble. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn back through that chain, yarn over and pull through the 2, yarn over, and you might notice that I twist my hook when I'm yarning over so I can grab it to pull it back through those last 2 chains. So I have my 3 trebles there. So we worked on our dip here. We're now going to work on the sort of the top of the mountain, if you like. So we've done the bottom, we're now working on the top. And to do that, we're going to increase our stitches. So we're going to work 2 trebles into the next chain. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the same chain we make another treble, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see it sort of creates a V shape here. We're going to repeat that in the next chain space, so yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull back through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Make another treble in the same chain space, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do our 3 single crochets, so our 3 trebles, single trebles. So 1 in here, 1 in here and 1 in here. So treble, 1 treble in each of the next 3 chains. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, so that's 1. yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now to make the third one, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have our 3 trebles and a dip, 3 trebles and the increase, 3 trebles, we're back to the dip now. So let me just show you that one again. So into the next chain space we're going to start a treble, so insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Going to keep those loops there, yarn over, and going into the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the chain. You should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 of those loops. So we repeat that. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, keep those 2 loops on your hook, start in the next chain with another treble, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, you should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now going to do our 3 single trebles, so 1 in here, 1 in here and 1 in here. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And the final one, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So keep going along using the same pattern. So 3 trebles, 2 trebles together, 3 trebles, 2 trebles in the next stitch, 2 trebles in the next stitch, 3 trebles, and you keep going until you get to the end. And when you get to your last stitch, you can then restart the video. So pause the video now until you get to this point here. Okay, so when you get to the end of your foundation row, you should have 1 stitch left at the end. So you've done your dip, you've ended with 3 trebles, and there's 1 stitch left. So at the start of the row we had to do an increase, and I said at the beginning we need to do an increase at the beginning and at the end of every row, and this just keeps our edges nice and neat as they go up. So to do that we're going to make 2 treble stitches in this last chain. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then the second increase, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your first row of your ripple stitch. Now here, if you want to, you can change colour. Normally you would see 2 rows of a colour before the change, and then 2 rows of the next colour, 2 rows of the next colour, and that really helps the stitch to stand out. But whichever way you want to do it, if you'd like to have each row in a different colour, that's absolutely fine. If you wanted to make the whole piece in the same colour, that's absolutely fine as well, but you wouldn't be able to notice the wave pattern quite so much. It would be quite subtle if you did it all in the same colour. So when we come to take our second row, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn our work. So chain 3, turn your work. So this counts as the first treble in our increase at the start of the row, and at the bottom here you'll see there is a chain, or a top of a stitch, sorry, and this is where we're going to make our second treble. So this would be the first treble, our second treble to make that increase. So here's treble 1, this is the second treble going into that stitch there. Okay, we're now going to make our 3 trebles, so yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to go slightly quicker in this row, so if you still need to go over the treble stitches, I will put a link in the card to how to do the treble stitches. I have a separate video on that. Or you can go back to the beginning of this video and just follow the same pattern as I did at the start of this tutorial. So that's 1 treble, 2 trebles, 3 trebles. We're now going to make the dip, and when you look at crochet stitches, you have sort of the post of the stitch here, but this part here is the top of that stitch there. Okay, so we're going into where we have the 2 trebles together, and we're going to do another 2 trebles together, and it's in those 2 chains that we're going to do that are either side of that post, and that helps to keep the pattern flowing smoothly. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, keeping those 2 loops on your hook. We're going into the next chain, yarn over, insert into that next chain, yarn over, pull back through. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, that gets these stitches to the same height, then yarn over and pull through all 3 on your hook. Okay, so we now need to repeat this 2 trebles together. So yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, keep those 2 loops on your hook whilst you make the next stitch, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then we need to make our 3 separate trebles. So we go yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There's 1, that's 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're now back into the top of this stitch here, and this is where we had our 2 trebles together and our 2 trebles together. So again, we're going into the top of that stitch. So we're going to do 2 trebles in this stitch and 2 trebles in this stitch, making sure we're going through both sides of the V of the stitch. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then again in the next stitch. So we do 1 treble in there and a second treble in the same chain space. Then we do our 3 trebles, 1, 2 and 3. Then we're going to do our 2 together, so yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, keep those 2 there, yarn over into the next chain, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we're now going to treble, no we're not, we're now going to do that again. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, keep those there, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. Now we're going to do our 3 separate trebles. So 1, 2 and 3. And here I'd like you to pause the video until you've done all of your sets for however long your foundation row is, and join me back here and I'll show you what we need to do at the end of this row. So at the end of the row it looks like we've come to the end, but we mustn't forget that this 3 chain here is actually acting as a treble for this pattern. So we need to do our 2 increases that we do at the start and end of every row. We need to do our 2 increases into the top of that 3 chain. So to do that, we've got 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, oops, I didn't go through the chain there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then do the same in the same stitch, a treble again in that last stitch there. So as I said before, if you want to, you can now carry on in the same colour. Sorry about the banging, that's my wool genie banging around. Or we can change colour, which is what we're going to do now. So I'm just going to yarn over and pull that through. Then I'm going to snip my end, pull through, make that nice and tight. And I'm then going to get my next colour, which I'm going to do in the yellow. And I'm going to find the end, I'm going to make a little slip knot. And there are different ways of changing colours. This is just the way I prefer to do it. I'm going to insert my hook into that last treble that we made, put my yarn around it and pull the short tail to tighten it, and then pull back through, and then I can do my 3 chains. So I can go 1, 2, 3 as I would for the start of every row. If you want to, you can tie your tails together in a knot just to make it even more secure, make sure they don't come undone, but that's personal preference. So I've done my 3 chain, that's counting as my treble. I'm going to turn, it's the start of a row, so I'm going to do my treble to make this an increase into that chain space where this 3 chain has come from. And then we carry on the pattern as we have done before. So we do 3 trebles, and then we start working on our dip. So we've done our 2 crochets together once, and our 2 crochets together twice. Then we do our 3 trebles again, and I know I'm going quick here, this is just because I want to show you what it looks like with the 2 different colours. That's the second treble, and that's the third treble. Then we're going to do it with the 2 together, 1, oops, and 2, and then in the next stitch 2 trebles again. Then we do our 3 separate ones. And this is why I use my yarn genie, because I hate having to sit here and unravel the stitches whilst I'm trying to teach you the different techniques. If you haven't seen the wool genie, if you go into the video that I'll link up into the cards now, you can see how the wool genie works, and it's a game changer, absolute game changer if you're crocheting quite a lot. So we're going to do the dip. Oops, helps to yarn over. There's one dip. And then the 3 trebles again. 2 and 3. And as we did before, we must go into the top of that 3 chain. So 1, 2, 3. With our increase, we finish every row and we start every row with a 2 treble increase. That's 2 trebles in the same stitch. Okay, so we have our foundation row, we have our first row, our second row, we changed colour, and the third row, so I'd make the 4th row in the yellow as well, and then I would change colour again. Now you could change back to the pink and just have a nice stripy blanket, or you could add a third colour into your blanket or cushion or whatever it is you're making where you are there. I really hope you found today's tutorial useful. If there are any information that you need to find out about this video, have a look in the descriptions below where I post all the links to any freebies and other videos I think you might find useful. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video, to give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget also to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've enjoyed it and you'd like to see more of my tutorial videos. There are 2 other videos on screen to help you on your crochet journey, and I will see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and happy hooking!